My name is Michael Erickson. I'm from Missoula, Montana, where I was born and raised. I graduated from Big Sky High School, which is in Missoula, Montana. Upon completion of graduating high school, I joined the Marine Corps in September of 1999. I spent 7 months in boot camp, 4 months extra because I had a shoulder problem where my shoulder experienced excessive atrophy. My shoulder muscle deteriorated. It eventually grew back, and I was able to complete boot camp. From there, I went to tank school to learn how to become a tank crewman, which would be the job that I would do while I was in the Marine Corps. While I was in the Marine Corps, I passed through several different places. Many of these places were just little stops at the airport where we would touch and go. We'd stay for a minute, and then we would leave. Some of those places that I just barely passed through are Greece, Ireland, Hong Kong, Tokyo. I did, however, spend a whole week in Korea on an assignment. Also, I spent a month conducting a training exercise in Egypt right after 9/11. Also, I spent about 6 weeks in Kuwait. I went to Kuwait in January 2002. We were preparing for the invasion of Iraq. Like I said, we waited for about 6 weeks, and then we invaded Iraq. I was involved in about 5 or 6 different firefights, and then we eventually made it all the way into Iraq. About 3 weeks later, some of you may recall the statue being torn down. That was actually my unit, Bravo Company, 1st Tanks. That was my unit. The gentleman that placed the flag over the statue, Eddie Chin, is actually a very good friend of mine. Once that was over, I was blessed enough to be able to come home after only 4 months overseas, and then I only had a little bit of time left in the Marine Corps, and I got out of the Marine Corps in September 2003. In December 2003, I decided to move to California and try out this relationship that I was in with a girl in California, and she is now my wife. Her name is Aza, and we have one beautiful 22-month-old daughter named Cadence, and we have one who is due literally any minute. We keep thinking she's gonna come any second, and she hasn't yet, but we're highly anticipating that. So I moved to California in 2003. I did a few various odd jobs, such as a car salesman. I worked in the gym, some little stuff like that. And then in 2006, I got hired on the sheriff's department as a sheriff's deputy, which is the current job that I hold. So I've been a deputy since 2006. I started by working in the jails. I was in the jail for about 2 years, and then I started working as a bailiff in the courthouse, where I worked for a couple of years. I was assigned to my own judge, and in addition to that, I worked as a bail review investigator, which is basically just investigating backgrounds on people who are newly arrested, and then telling the judge how much their bail should be, and stuff like that. During the course of my employment, I've suffered some back injuries, and which I'm still dealing with, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to be able to return to work as a full-time sworn deputy, which is why I'm taking classes at Clackamas Community College, and I'm working towards getting my natural resources degree at Oregon State. I expect probably another 6 months or a year at Clackamas, and then I'll transfer to Oregon State and work on finishing my degree from them. And then from that point, I hope to gain employment, hopefully with maybe NOAA or BLM or the USGS. Some of the things that I like to do in my off time include working out, genealogy, spending time with my daughter, and then pretty soon with my other daughter, and stuff like that. Thank you for watching my introduction speech, and I hope you enjoyed it.